seconds on loop.
You're why we can't have nice things. Fuck being bad or nice. I'm a bad bitch. I don't know. Hey everybody.
Every
We're just
time
gonna.
the last 3 weeks. Plus.
We're off to a great start.
We are. This is fantastic.
We're slamming
Episode
in there.
74. We're coming
is
in
the
there
way.
like a wrecking ball, like a what's the thing? Just the jackhammer, the
Mhm.
genetic jackhammer.
Yeah.
What?
What did I miss?
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 74. Fisting those episodes in. We don't even know what's happening.
Wow.
I'm just reading the comments in chat. It's not like I
Yeah, that's on
Said
that's
that.
on Robertables. That's not us.
Robertable's bringing us down, or raising us up.
Don't
actually.
know.
That's
Is this the
You
game where we get to
raise
see
me
how many
up.
copyright strikes we get?
This
I know
is
the
copyright strikes. This is Billy strikes. Billy's
We
gonna.
have
This is
not-
the one stream Billy's gonna watch in like months. It's banned.
This is the turducken.
Yeah, because it went
of
viral.
tales.
The church.
So we're stuffed like a Thanksgiving turducken.
Oh.
We've got some chicken and a duck and a turkey action.
When we
Hot.
visit next year, can we
Poultry
do a
on
fake
poultry action.
Thanksgiving? Can we do a fake early Thanksgiving?
A
Yes.
fake early
I
Thanksgiving.
mean, you have hot chicks
I mean,
here.
We've,
So.
we've
technically,
Taylor and I have never done
anytime-
Thanksgiving, and we're not going to
Technically,
stay till
anytime
November.
we do it, it doesn't have to be fake. It can just be early.
Yeah, it can just be early.
We can do a real Thanksgiving just early.
You don't have to fake it for it to be early.
You don't
Sometimes
have
it
to
just
fake
happens.
it, period. You don't have to fake it, period. You can just enjoy it. Just
Mel's
you'll
out of here.
you'll unbutton your
Um,
pants afterwards, or maybe before. Otherwise, it just gets weird.
Oh,
Bonk.
You just wear
Um,
elastic. You just
Yeah, stretchy pants, sweatpants.
yeah.
Maternity
sweatpants. There you
pants?
go.
What?
maternity pants.
That's only
Because
if
they
you That's only if you have Matt's problem.
But no,
The
for
bad
real, yes.
pullout game. You forget to take the car. If you forget to take the car out of the garage.
Oh no, that was live. All right.
Oh,
I've,
this is cursed. This is a cursed episode. Get ready,
So,
everyone.
Last time on
Matt, do you
Vengalia.
want to tell them about your plans for our bots?
No, they were going to
That's 'cause
design those
you don't
behind the
deserve-
screen.
Behind the
They will
screen.
not-
That
they don't
we
deserve
then
any-
light up behind so everybody
Yeah.
can see it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Mel, no, we're not going to save you. Deal with it. Hi, everybody. It's so good to see you. And if cauliflower can become a pizza, you can do anything you want, according to Robertables, which, you know what? Robertables, I'll give you some inspiration for that. That's a deep quote. I'm feeling that. Welcome, guys. We are so happy that you are here. We are so happy that we are here. It is Wednesday for us, Thursday for you Aussies. But either
Aussies.
way, Aussies,
Yeah, that's better.
months, batteries, we're all just enunciating everything.
Batteries.
Batteries, and Mel's just cooler than all of us. She is the drummer of the band.
She really is.
I am going on day 2 of migraine, so
Mel-
spoiler
Mel
alert.
takes, Mel takes a beating and keeps on.
No, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna have no filter, and I'm scared of what's gonna happen.
all
So
the
We've been
clips.
waiting to unlock that.
Of all the
No-
clips.
what?
What was that? Talking about drummer, you sent me something, Matt, and it was like, oh, you need to stroke with like these 2 fingers while you're drumming.
Look, we all know what that video was talking about. It was
What
snare drum
Wait.
technique.
It was great.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to pull the skin tighter across the snare drum to tune it.
No.
You have to tune you have to tune the snare drum.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
'Cause sometimes they have to be reskinned.
Yeah. Because
That's
it needs to have
an excess. And
needs to have the
So
right
does
amount of
anyone
shake when
remember-
you smack it.
The 2nd of November is when we got cancelled.
no, for us it's the first. This is the first day of November for us.
Yeah.
We are
I don't know
nothing
why,
if
but
not early.
I suddenly thought of Bob Ross for that last statement you said. Matt.
Premature cancellation.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, did you have Tails does Tails this week?
We did. We've returned to Tales to Tales. We're back in that dungeon. We are crawling all over it. We're getting into initiative. There's nearly been a TPK first episode back. I
Love
love it. We are on brand.
I love it.
Haley's character is stuck at 0 hit points, not actively dying, but unable to be healed. It's incredible.
Are they poisoned?
There's a poison. They killed a bunch of orcs that like have death throws and explode. And I forgot to read the last line of the poison, which very often happens to a lot of GMs on this network.
Yes, the poison.
The poison.
For Cusco.
The poison for-
Cusco's poison.
And the last line says, while poisoned in this way, they cannot regain hit points. So there's a very tense moment as Winnie's getting some visions of maybe a particular episode of Tales as Tales in Our Past. Maybe one that involved Saoirse and co going through a weird uterus dungeon. It was great.
You know, when I saw that, that reminded me of the map that I used when you guys went to the bandit cave. Back to, like episode 3 or 4.
Yeah.
What was
And
the
I'm
shape
just-
of that?
I may still have that map.
It's somewhere in
the
there.
map itself was not unusually shaped. It was a like stream or little bit of water, body of water that was in the cave that may have looked like a phallic shape. Yeah.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
And it had like a stream running out
Just
from
dribbling out.
it. It was. It was low pressure.
Mm-hmm.
It was a low pressure front. I might have deleted it because we weren't using it anymore. But anyway, it's good to be back. It's good to see you all. I've missed your faces this week. It's been a week for everybody, so we are really
Yeah.
glad. Like, not like, hey guys, it's been a week since I've seen you. Like, just it's been a week. So I'm glad Tales Does Tales is back. This weekend is our big super duper Tales fundraiser 24-hour stream.
Our TTRPG Palooza.
Aluza.
There's going to be much edging, so make sure you pace yourself.
There's
Is it starting Saturday for you guys?
Friday for us. So Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we are going live, and we will stay live, the tech gods willing. We will stay live for 24 hours all the way till 8 p.m. Saturday.
Cool.
So yeah, tell your friends, invite your neighbors. We are doing some fundraising for
Extra Life, and Extra
Extra
Life
Life.
benefits specifically the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals. There's gonna be ways to donate all throughout the stream. A lot of the donations are gonna be chances for you to do like TPK-esque stuff, like giving rerolls and giving boons and banes and that kind of stuff. But donations will also get you extra chances to win our giveaways, which are like specifically from Magpie Games. Magpie Games is giving us a bunch of stuff to give away throughout the course of the 24 hours. So yeah, tune in,
We love it.
win some stuff, give to charity, watch some cool games with cool guest places. I don't, that's not
We're
true.
going. Yeah, well, everywhere you go is a guest place. in
That's
the fantasy
true.
world.
Mm-hmm.
And someone please come watch the one that's at midnight EST because I don't want to be alone from midnight to 4. Well, not
Are
alone,
you?
but
I was gonna say, hopefully you have other people on you, and you're not just.
there are
doing
other
it.
Yeah.
people playing. But I'm a
Just
little worried that
ASMR
time
for 4
slot's
hours.
just gonna be
I'll be there.
us.
And then
Matt.
and then afterwards we're gonna probably do some maybe afterwards or before, I don't know, probably not before, but yeah, Colin and I are gonna do some between session shenaniganery as your hosts. While I-
ASMR.
probably.
All right.
Taylor just
then
looks
after
defeated
that-
by that notion. Just,
And then after that, we will
I
finally be
don't like a
bringing
lot of
back
ASMR.
TPK. Correct?
TBK is November 11th or 10th.
So it's
Something like
finally
that.
It's finally getting ready to come back on.
Yep.
We are excited. You'll be able to see Billy barely once his booster seat is installed. So make sure you're here for that too. Check out our spawners. We have some, so you want to visit them. GameStop,
Massive
level 1
spawners.
gamers, if you're lucky. Sometimes you need an assist for that. But Matt has their day 20 Void cosplay pack. I don't know.
The Enter the Void bundle, where you can get
That's-
all 3 Void themed, not the character, the place, the far
You
realm
can
kind
play
of
the
themed.
character if you want.
You can, yeah. You can play with the
I mean,
character.
they say flattery or imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Indeed.
So
In which
And
case,
they're a lot of fun to read, so go get them.
Void can flatter everyone.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
but
Is that
yeah,
copyrighted? I don't know. It's
I
just
don't,
No.
I don't think you can copyright 2 words.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it's George K's 2 words though.
Yes,
That's
but
the
other people
difference.
say "oh my."
Yeah.
So.
Oh
Sometimes
my.
preceded by "oh me."
Or my. Oh my.
Yes, that one
Yeah.
also is valid.
Anyway, so click a link for the Sponers. Do that. We want you to support our Sponers.
Like Matt.
Anyway, I think we're good. I think we're ready to go. So let's once again get your drinks, get your snacks, get your water, because you are a thirsty bunch. And let us return
Yeah,
once
we
again
are.
to the sunset over Vengalia. When last we left off, the heroes had been separated because Edie had been transported out of the island with Micah, leaving the heroes alone. The heroes combated some fishy people. They discovered some stuff on the island related to illithids and other dark, scary stuff. Sinbar was able to communicate with Edie, where Edie informed the party that they were back at the tower. They didn't know what happened, but they were there. The party made their way back to the island with help of the ship that they'd come in on. They made their way to the tower and discovered that Edie and Micah had aged considerably. I think we said, what, near 40 years? 50 years? 50 years.
40.
40. And that was new. Older lady Edie and much older man Micah. They discovered Micah, or at least Micah, his assumption was that they'd brushed up against the flow of time, causing them to age rapidly. That no time had passed as far as like they hadn't been gone for 40 years, they had just rubbed up against the stream of time. Chorus made his long-awaited return, coming back from visiting his home of Gerlach.
I'm gonna kill him.
And immediately wanted to start killing people. That's the ongoing, that's what they do. They threaten to kill anybody that does anything. So, they did come back and make up a plan. And they spent some time discovering their new magical item that they had found with the fish, the Hat of Drumpf, which is in their bag of holding now, correct? Nobody wants to
Nobody.
use it.
At least Sinbar, Alma, and Nemea all said no, as did Void.
But it's a pretty dope item.
It's not been offered up to Edie or Chorus. Maybe that'll happen this episode.
But they come back, they've made a plan, and after discussing with Captain, not Cheesemo, what was the...
Chinggis. He's your NPC!
Shonga.
I have so
Make
many
the
of them.
name.
I have so many guys.
The Chinggis Amingus!
Discovering that they were going to be leaving the next morning. And then Micah is sleeping in the tower because he's old, and then Perry came up
The
looking
platypus?
for Edie, who was hiding behind the others, and they managed to lie away the fact that Edie was with them and had just aged considerably. They spent the night in Sinbar's hut and were making plans for the next day, and then Edie gave a gift to Nemea, which was a collar that she had imprinted it was an emerald heart, correct? Edie? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Imprinted it on the necklace so that when it came out, it appeared as part of the collar. And when Nemea utilized it, she summoned a little beautiful French bulldog. But we're going to come back to that. One other thing that I forgot to touch on was Void asked Sinbar to use sending to try to communicate with family back home. Z with sunshine eyes. Void appeared in their image to try to give them the idea of what they look like. Void lets Sinbar hold palimpsest. And then Sinbar attempted to use ascending. The first time it failed, and it communicated directly with Void. The second time, they communicated, and the message was, Vix, with Void in their eyes, wants to know if the family is safe. The response was, the family is okay. Where are you? Come home. Void had Sinbar send back one more time. The burning serpent's weapon is after me. I'm safe near Cezanne. I can't come home yet. To which Z with sunshine eyes responded.
Cracked skin.
Cracked skin. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the message here.
Yep.
Z with the cracked skin. Watch your back. Watch your front. Watch all sides. Vigilant, violent, victorious. Come home soon, the family calls. And then there was the summoning of the dog.
And then Leroy.
And that's where we're picking up. And Leroy happened. And that is where we are picking up with a freshly summoned ghost dog kind of thing running around in this little hut that all of you are kind of cramped in together.
That looks like a circus tent.
Yes.
Okay. Circus
Yes.
tent, because I 100% said
I
looks like a
heard
sex
something
tent.
else.
Did you say
Which is a
wow.
sailor's tool. A
Yep.
sextant is a sailor's tool.
A sextant is a sailor's tool, and if you'd like to see the Tales of Initiative sextant, come to Gen Con in 2024.
Don't do that. Don't. No.
Yes, do that.
No, do that.
No, don't
Yep,
don't do
100%.
that. No. I'm worried about
Started-
I'm worried about TOS. I'm the only one that's gonna say it just so that we don't get canceled by Twitch.
Hey, at Gen Con there is no TOS.
Yes, there is.
I'm talking about Twitch at T.
Not if you're in the
Twitch is TOS.
sextant.
Yeah.
It's been fun playing, guys. I'm sorry.
Amazing.
I think
But I
somebody
don't know
needs to
all
open
the
a
secrets
fan's
yet.
door just called OnlyFans.
Oh, Lord.
All right,
Fuck.
and that's where we're picking up.
An adorable little ghost? Creature? Thing? I don't know what this is.
Puppy?
Sinbar goes up. Can I touch it? And he's like, ooh. Hand goes through. Ooh, can't touch it.
Yeah.
My,
We're never
my
gonna play this
puppy
game
hits me
today.
so hard.
Oh, God. You want to play D&D?
Say,
No, just
oh,
references.
my bard.
Aw.
Edie know? How did Edie know what that band was? It was because Void
Had identified it.
Mhm.
identified it, so Void
Mhm.
knows what
Mm,
relatively
that's right.
what the spell is. Yeah.
I think Void is just like connecting the dots. It's been a whirlwind since we found that
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's
I
right.
just thought of. Yeah.
Companions band. Oh, that's really clever. What a cute little thing.
He's so
That
cute.
thing leave messes in the tent.
It's entirely spectral. It'll be
It's
fine.
it's non-corporeal. There's nothing functioning, so to speak.
I mean, it
So
seemed.
non-corporeal messes.
Mm-hmm.
Those
Could
are
you
hard to
imagine
clean
the
up.
messes that we can't pick up?
Just little blue poos.
They're just floating like 3 inches above the ground.
Amazing.
just
And in
gonna be
7 days, they will turn into real poo.
Real. I cannot speak. Sorry, I'm just reconfirming the spell.
It does have,
The no longer
like,
requires attunement.
8 paragraphs of text on that magic item.
It is a pretty hefty description for a magical item.
Yeah.
Not like the hat of Drumpf.
No, the hat of drum.
It's very
Edie
empty.
is laying down right now, and she's got both of her hands underneath the puppy's paws, so that it looks like it's standing on her hands. But obviously,
Aww.
it's not. What's his name?
Leroy.
I
Very
love
cool.
him. She gives him a little smooch, even though it goes through.
The spectral dog will sort of readjust itself, so when Edie moves its head forward, it will go back, and then come forward. So they meet, even though you can't feel it. You feel a little bit of warmth from it. Yeah, and then it just goes in your face.
Oh.
I
It
hope
does
that
what
didn't
again?
cut out.
It did cut out a
absolutely
little
did.
bit.
Damn it! It sort of grunts in your face, and then it's got this stonky little legs that don't quite reach all the way up to its face, and it just tries to boop and start playing with you.
Oh, baby boy.
Well, I think we'll definitely have to get at least a bed and everything else for when we finally hit Dune.
He'll stay in mine.
Good.
Don't you all share?
I was about to say,
bed
is it your? Yeah,
together?
Yeah.
He's
Well,
a
we-
little
He'll share
prince.
our bed.
yeah.
He's a little prince. He deserves his own bed, which he'll happily ignore and then go over towards us because we will be his bed, because that's how dogs work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, isn't it when we're on the road, we each have like our own bed rolls type thing, but then when we're in a hotel or place,
I was
then we
al-
get a bed together?
I was always under the assumption that the bedrolls were just like laid out like side to
Mhm.
side,
Side to
creating
side.
like a mobile cuddle puddle.
Yes.
California
that's-
king roll.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's the image. I have in my
California
head.
king roll. No,
The
that has
sushi.
crab in it.
And
I meant-
avocado.
No.
Okay.
It is the avocado.
Mm.
Oh God.
Be sure to visit our sponers.
I
Yeah.
Are we going to bed? Is that what we're doing here?
We want to.
No, but like,
It's still relatively early, like it's in the afternoon.
We
early
evening.
evening.
we
early
got
evening.
into Fortrose like early afternoon, and so now it's probably mid evening.
Yeah, but we had the conversation with Micah,
We
then we
went
went and
to
saw Captain
the
Shingus, we went
gems and-
shopping.
Yeah,
And the hut's only good for 8 hours.
yeah.
I mean, you can recast it ritually. But
Edie
Well,
goes to get
sure.
up and it takes her 15 minutes longer than it should.
She's the arthritis kicks in.
She's a little wobbly. She uses her bow to help her
Do you
stand up.
do you need some help?
I got it.
Going for a walk?
Yeah, I'm just a little slower.
Do you want some company, Edie?
Think she has to make in the woods.
If you want to join me, you can hold my hands.
he's incontinent like Micah.
I'll happily be of assistance.
Sorry.
here, and I'll.
Yeah, just little pellets as you
Oh.
shuffle off with her. Just.
Isn't she like 60?
She's 68.
You can have bladder
that's not
weakness.
that.
I
You
thought she was
can't.
50.
That's not that.
Yeah,
no,
that is
no,
that would have been 50 years.
Oh no, yeah,
If we
so
did.
58. Because
Yeah.
otherwise Micah would be dead if we went 50 years.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we are doing a disservice to all 50 and 60-year-olds in this bit.
Sorry.
Says the me who's like mid 40s and I'm already
Yeah, says the me
I'm
who's
seeing-
now
I'm
another
seeing that
year
really
older.
soon. I'm like, oh
Edie
god,
is-
that's not that far away.
Edie's body looks worn.
Mm.
Yeah, it does.
Like she's lived a life like she's lived a life of adventure, and this
Yeah.
is
Not like
what's left
Hannibal
of her
Lecter.
body now. Not like a well looked
Silence.
after,
Yeah,
wonderful
Silence of the
60-year-old body.
that does make
Like
sense.
injuries that haven't healed properly. And...
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does
Are
really
there
depend the nature of the 40 years, how it affects
Yeah.
your aging.
Yeah.
So, okay. Are there like new healed scars and stuff then?
You probably wouldn't be able to see under the clothes too much, as she still has her bark armor. But you can definitely tell it's older too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Boyd, can I ask you something?
Sure.
And you can say, you know, mind your business, but
Mm-hmm.
I just communicated with somebody I didn't know, which I didn't know the magic could even do that.
Yeah.
Who is Z with cracked skin or Z with sunshine eyes? Who is what is Neblick? Serpents burning. There's so much to unpack with all that I just.
Well, first off, Nemea, thank you for the idea, because it worked. Now we know that my family is safe. I'm Sinbar, you asked what is the family? Literally my family. Neblick is a gnomish word that sort of means it's basically a way of including all of the leaves of a generation. So it's your siblings, it's if you have aunts or uncles, it's their children, so your cousins, it's all of those fifth cousin, eighth time removed people that might be on another side of a family tree but are still close. It's just meant to be the of your age, your peer group in a family.
So when you sit at the kids' table at the get-togethers, it's very large.
It's very large, yes. Mine particularly. At least it was. And Z with cracked skin is the Neblick of, so same generation, actually actual siblings, of Z with sunshine eyes. And Z with sunshine eyes is my Nopa. They are the one who gave birth to me.
See, I thought it was like when I was born, my father said, nope.
No, it's not quite like that.
Oh. So, Z with the cracked skin is what to you?
The gendered term would be an aunt or an uncle, but that's kind of confusing for us.
No, that's. I didn't know if they were like a parental type something or a grandparental. So-
They're the Neblick of my parent, and they, for a while at least, they were very much kind of like another parent. Is a little confusing.
I sense that they really desire to see you again. I mean, obviously, besides the come home soon, their words were strange in my mouth, but seems like they care about you a lot.
It was comforting to know that. I mean, I knew they did. I just didn't know. I left on not friendly terms. Well, not friendly is not even the right word. I left unannounced. I ran away.
Well, perhaps you can return victorious, after all.
Maybe. I do see what you did there. That was good.
Good, I'm glad.
Yes, I saw.
That was the intended. I was you've definitely seen the violence, and I've seen the vigilance
Mm-hmm.
too. You are very observant.
Everyone notices, because I rolled garbage for deception, that Void looks very like lost in thought on, like ruminating on those words. Like there's something else on their mind.
Chorus, how is Garlock?
Fine. Nothing had done any damage. Just checked it out and came back.
The earthquake didn't affect it?
Didn't seem to, no.
Maybe it
Did
was
you
more
talk to anyone?
localized.
No. So,
Why
a
not?
few people decided not to stick around long enough to have a conversation.
Would you have if you had more time?
Probably not.
How come?
I mean, I don't don't know if anybody even wants me back. I haven't been there in 10 years.
Why would you say that?
Well, I mean, the last time I was there, I was bringing back the body of one of the orphans, and then I left in the middle of the night without saying anything to anyone. I don't even know if they know I'm still alive.
A rather interesting predicament, I would imagine.
I mean,
You're
it's
not-
better that way.
You're not curious?
About what?
If they want to know you're still alive, if they miss you.
I mean, I imagine most of the other orphans don't live there anymore, and I don't know if the clerics and I would really see eye to eye.
Were the clerics in Garlock that of Matrix?
Yeah, I grew up in a temple of Matrix.
Ah, I see.
You know, chosen one and all that. That was human parents left me at a temple, raised me in the image of the goddess who made me, kind of thing.
Seems like a lot of pressure.
I mean, you could say that.
I just did. Seems like a lot of pressure. How did you deal with it?
I got my blood brother killed and ran away.
So not well.
I want to like
Yes,
jab Simbar in the arm.
Sorry. Did I
Thought
say
you were with
something
80.
wrong?
Shh. I don't think we left yet at the pace that Edie's probably
I was
going.
gonna say, Edie's like walking off towards the soldiers, and she looks to her right, and Alma's not there anymore. She's still got her hand out. She's like, "Oh," and she
Aw.
just keeps walking.
Shit. Oh shit! I lost her. I'll run off to try and catch her. I'll run out of the tent like, oh fuck.
Don't fall and break your hip.
When I dip, you dip, we dip.
Eulogy was Milkus's, right?
Milkus?
Milkus, yes, the Korean drink that
Malkus.
tastes like yogurt.
I thought it was the chocolate.
It's Cupis. Isn't it Cupis? That's the Japanese one. It's so good, I
No,
think.
the Cupis
No,
is something else entirely.
Calipus, something. Anyway,
Is Cupis that beef dish you make with cumin?
Human?
Cupis is never mind. It's a yellow
Anyway.
liquid though.
Yes, eulogy was Malchus's.
now it's yours and repairing itself. You don't think the clerics would want to know about that or have more insight?
I mean, they weren't the ones who gave it to Malchus. That temple was small. It's not really a hub of activity or anything.
So then, how did Malchus get it?
Divine gift was given to him by the celestial that granted him powers and was the way that I communicated with Matrix.
Okay. Also, you just said you had human parents, but you're an Asima?
Yeah, I mean, divine touch.
So,
Look at us.
So,
The opposite.
but Chorus, wait.
my parents are tieflings.
Well, I mean, divine touch versus infernal touches.
So Sarune, right? Gave Malchus eulogy.
Zaroon.
Sarune. But you said you were chosen one? Or
Yeah, but I was, chosen of Matrix kind of thing. Malchus pledged himself to Matrix, and Zaroon showed up and gave him a sword and some cool magic powers, and we
okay.
were supposed to fight together. Didn't last very long.
Who's Saroon?
Oh, celestial servant of Matrix, angel of the goddess of protection kind of thing.
And the one on your list.
Yeah.
Oh. So Saroon works for Matrix.
Yep.
Why didn't they take it back?
I don't know. I took it. It was broken. I don't know. Same reason they didn't take me back.
You didn't see it break, right?
I mean, not
When it
like explicitly in the moment. Malchus used it to protect me and was shattered by a devil.
That must have been quite a devil to break a celestial blade.
Yeah, I mean, it was in over our heads.
So then how the hell did you survive?
Wonderful question. I don't know. I woke up far away from where we were fighting and holding Malchus. It didn't seem like much time had passed, but
Foxtrot, Albatross, Tango, Echo.
What?
It's fate. Chorus survived for fate.
oh, I mean, fate, pure spite for what had happened.
Could be.
Fuck all good it did for Malchus, though. He lost his life, and I fell, and here we are.
Not all lives lost are lost for good. Perhaps someday.
I mean, I've tried. That was in the early days of my self-imposed exile. I tried to get Malchus back. I'd heard of clerics and other celestial beings or things like that that could have potentially brought him back, but none of it ever worked.
There is powerful magic that maybe one day one of us will be strong enough to wield.
Yeah. And
If you wish.
So
maybe.
what happened to... I'm sorry, this is probably a really painful conversation for you, but
It's all right.
what happened to him? I mean, I know he passed, don't have to tell me about that, but you tried to get him back? You tried to resurrect him?
Yeah, I mean, I left his body at the temple and left in the middle of the night, and then spent years trying to earn enough money and find information about someone who would be able to bring him back.
So you don't know if they actually did?
I mean, I paid someone to. Who knows if it worked? I didn't see it.
Did you get his body back?
I mean, no. It's presumably still buried in wherever they left it.
Okay.
I eventually realized I might have to face the unfortunate truth that he wasn't coming back because I was the one asking him to come back. I got him killed, and maybe he just went on somewhere else.
Maybe.
Doesn't sound like you were the one that got him killed.
My mission, my idea to go fight the devils, we were told not to. I mean, I was the one that pushed us to take that challenge on. I didn't kill him myself, but I might as well have.
Chose to go with you.
And I don't know much about him, but if I were in his shoes, I'd want to come back just to say told you so, and punch you in the face, and then get back to doing work.
I would take that over silence any day.
So maybe it's better than that.
I mean, there's also the possibility that he died gloriously in the service of our goddess, and I fell, and I'm no longer worthy of a visit from glorious hero of Matrix.
I don't believe that. If you were blood brothers and as close as you say you were, I think you would probably jump at the opportunity to talk to you again.
Yeah, would he
See
say
you
that?
again.
Or would Matrix say that?
Maybe Matrix or Saroon is preventing him.
I mean, could be. We'll see if Zaroon lasts long enough the next time we meet for me to ask.
I'll aim low.
I appreciate that.
I'll try to leave the vocal cords intact.
You said that Matrix is the goddess of protection. I have a little understanding of her. But you seem to be very displeased with the relationship. Specifically, you said this Zaroon. Why have... I guess I don't understand the relationship and why the Zaroon is on this list.
Well, I mean, the list is not really like a physical thing. It's more of just a running total of people who, or
No,
creatures, or
I guess
celestials.
if Zaroon serves Matrix, I guess, and you, do you serve Matrix still? I guess I'm not understanding where this relationship.
Not willingly. I mean, some weird shit's happening with Eulogy, but I don't have control over that as far as I know.
What did Zaroon do to you?
I mean, besides meddling in the affairs of mortals and at least somewhat being responsible for the creation of a celestial child that became me, I didn't ask to be born a chosen one with all the responsibility, and he was Malchus's patron. He didn't help. When we needed him the most, when we needed Matrix the most, they let Malchus die. They let me fall.
I've never been a chosen one, but there's been a lot of expectations on my life. I think I can understand somewhat of where you're coming from.
Sinbar, if you got into trouble, let's say you were doing your job and you were doing what you thought was right,
Yes.
and you got in over your head, did your dad bail you out?
No.
Hmm.
My mother, yes. My father would say I deserved it.
But you don't exactly have a great relationship with your father now, do you?
No, my father hates me.
So, applying that to this, Saroon was a dick of a not
Yes.
dad.
Well, I was kind of trying to imply that I understand slightly,
Mm-hmm.
I think, where he's coming from. If you ever need somebody to talk to who's kind of been there, I'll try to listen and not interject too much. and I swear I won't make it uncomfortable in that moment by coming up with a song utilizing the situation to dance to later.
Just in later moments. That moment.
Later moments,
free.
yes. I do not. I make no
Mhm.
promise in that. My promise is that in that moment, I won't make it awkward and uncomfortable. Later,
No guarantee.
I won't like spill your secrets. Like if we have a bro moment, that's what it's called, right? A bro moment. I won't those secrets. Like it's a
broment.
safe place. Yeah, a broment, yes. But like later, I'll be like, hey, bro, fist bump, and it will be awkward. It'll be so awkward. But we'll make eye contact for like 3 seconds, and I'll be like, I love you.
For a moment there, I was almost going to say I'm glad we didn't kill you when we met you the first time, but
So I went too far, is what we're
Mhm.
saying.
yeah.
I've got to learn that line.
Yep.
Greg didn't want any part of that.
Where did Indy and Alma go?
Edie was going to make right in the woods.
I'm not sure. Edie excused herself. I wasn't sure for what purpose. I didn't think to ask.
Well, when you're older, I hear it's hard to hold your bowels.
I think it's hard to hold up your bowels no matter what. They're inside of you.
Huh.
I was curious about what the landscape looks like around us right now.
So you guys camped on like the outskirts of town. So you've gone like outside and kind of just on the wall like of the city is behind you, but in front of you, depending on where you guys would have set up, there is the coast to the east of you, and then there's the road heading north, and then just pretty much around the city is pretty open plain, so they can view like anybody that would be coming in. So there's nobody who can like hide in the woods without so there's advance notice if anybody's approaching. They have a good view of that, and that's in all directions. Season wise, I believe we are starting to get into like fall, or we are in like a fall type weather. So starting to be like cloudy and stuff at night, a little overcast, things like that. But it's pretty much a coastal area, but with wide open grass fields and stuff like that.
Are there other like people who were from the town like kind of camped around the immediate area as well, or are we kind of
No, people in the town are staying within the town. Like they have areas set up where they can do, like where the housing people who maybe their houses were destroyed or something, or they know each other well enough that they've taken people in and stuff like that. It's not like a bunch of like people have come. There haven't been enough time even. So if people from outlying communities had, they wouldn't come in. So everybody's still pretty much within the walls. You guys would be the only ones camping outside the walls.
Okay.
The soldiers are there though.
The soldiers, yeah, I assumed you guys had kind of come away from the soldiers a little bit too, like you had been previously, but if you wanted to camp amongst the middle of them, you are more than welcome to have done so, but normally you guys had set yourselves aside a little bit from the soldiers, so I was continuing with that idea.
We were
The soldiers
definitely
themselves are more right up against the wall.
Mhm.
You guys, I assumed, were a little bit beyond that.
Yeah.
Just keeping Edie company.
Yeah, Edie makes it like just, I don't know, 50 feet from the tent originally, and kind of stops where she is, and she turns to Alma and she's like, I don't remember why I was coming out here.
That's all right, dear.
The walk
A little-
nice.
Yeah. And fresh air doesn't hurt anybody.
No, should we go back?
I am in your service, Edie, so whatever you wish for, I am here.
Alright. She casts her eyes over the soldiers by the wall. Can she see Perry? First glance?
Make a perception check.
The platypus?
The platypus?
You don't see him until he puts on his fedora.
Oh, damn it.
There he
Got
is.
a 9.
You don't see him on an initial glance.
Cool. She turns around and starts walking back.
And just like a caregiver, she just waddles right after Edie just to make sure nothing happens.
What kind of caregiver are you that you're walking?
If you wanted to, you could do an insight check on Edie, but just so
Yes, I
everyone
will
knows,
do
she
that.
knew what she was going out there for.
I'll do an insight check. Let's see. Get my new setup going for this. Insight.
Edie
Ooh,
has-
I am good.
40 years of needs to take care of.
Oh my. The batteries have died.
We're gonna crack a hip the good way, Sonny. Get over here.
Well, we're gonna find out. That was a 19.
Ooh.
Nice. You believe Edie.
Oh.
Her deception's
Oh, shit.
monstrous. Yeah.
Edie's the queen of lies.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and slender.
You say nice and slender?
Lies and slander.
I know.
Stop talking about Perry.
Oh
Perrin.
my god.
Platypus?
Platypus? Jesus fuck. Just kind of like, assuming that I don't think Alma would know a whole lot about like satyr health
Or
specifically.
those booty calls.
Those needs, man.
No, she doesn't know much about that either. She'll just assume it's just like part of the aging process where maybe Edie got a little forgetful with the age. Maybe it made more of an impact than she initially anticipated.
You know that Edie on a regular day is forgetful, let alone now.
Yeah, so maybe it got amplified. I don't know. But seeing the opportunity of being like a little further out from the tent, Alma will like look up at the stars too. Well, regardless of our current state of affairs, it certainly is beautiful out, isn't it, Edie?
It really is. Really.
Did you ever have a favorite constellation?
What's a constellation?
Well, constellations are groups of stars. They make different shapes. Sometimes they tell different stories.
No, I guess I don't have a favorite one. Just they look pretty.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
They look different than home.
What does it look like at home, dear?
You barely see the stars. So it's like eternal sunset. So only the brightest ones come through, and so there's a small selection of stars, really.
Did you have a favorite back home?
Just the ones that I could see.
I'd say that's a good selection to pick from then.
Mm-hmm. It is, it's getting pretty dark though, and I think we should go back.
Of course. You lead the way, dear.
And Edie leads the way, moving them slowly but surely. She's just moving at a regular pace. It just seems like it takes her effort to do so.
We're back, everyone.
We were
Back
just
at
wondering
Grandma
where you
being
were
the
at.
last
Just
What was
a
it?
nightly walk.
one. Walk.
Are you all okay?
think
Define
so.
okay.
I'm
Usually
Roll
the-
an insight check on Void.
Sure.
Yeah, I want to get in on that.
17.
19.
What'd you get, Edie?
21.
I rolled really well, but I was just rolling to anti-metagame, y'all. Void's looking really good. Is just like listening, involved in the conversations, but is just like their body is like ticking and kind of oddly like They just look like they're very casually having a good time.
Mm.
Like all of that weight that has been looming since the incinerator showed up last time is now off of them.
He's gonna plop over next to Void and hold her hand out to offer to hold hands. She wants to as you do, she interweaves your arms, so we're locked arms together. And
Hi.
hey, hi.
Have a good walk.
It's all right.
Good.
It's crazy how different I feel, even though nothing has changed for me.
It's a mystery we might never know, but I wonder how much we can read into this. You're 40 years older from the effects of time itself. Does that mean that we know for sure you live for 40 more years and that everything that would have happened to you in that time has happened? You just didn't get to witness it? Or is this an assumption? One of many possibilities has been enacted, and now you're here to see what happens next.
I never thought about it like that.
Just saying, if you feel different, I don't think that that's a weakness. I think that that's just
It's just something new, right?
yeah, the trauma of wild magics happening.
I hope we're all adventuring for the next 40 years together.
That is an extremely pleasant thought.
Are we going to bed now? I might tuck myself in.
Sure.
As Edie lays down in her bed, assuming whatever way she lays, even though you can't feel Leroy, he's wiggled his way sort of in between her legs on top of the blankets and is resting his head sort of on her hip a little bit. He's just found that perfect little nook in the knee. There's just this nice dull glow and just pulsating a little bit of warmth. And you can see the emeralds on the collar.
Edie grabs onto the emerald on her chest and she looks over at Nemea and just has a big smile on her face and then falls asleep probably. Comfy and warm. Not before patting the bed and giving everyone an eye, come on.
We're sleeping.
Yeah, I've missed out on 40 years of cuddle puddles.
Got a lot of cuddling to make up for.
Mm-hmm. I
A
had
little
one night alone,
non-corporeal
guys.
fart.
I had one night alone was too many.
It was a couple nights because they took almost
Oh,
2.5
yeah, it was a
days or
couple
so to
of
get
Yeah.
back.
It's so lonely.
Yeah, Nemea will hunker down next to Edie and shove her wing over for that extra thick leather blanket. And then as other people start to lay down on the other side of Edie, she'll just slowly continue to extend the wing.
Void's not going to sleep, but Void does lay down pretty much right away and just stares up through the top of the dome at the sky.
Alma will actually not go to bed yet. She'll actually sit by the... she'll sit by the entrance, and she'll just look up towards the stars. Kind of lost in thought for a bit. but she'll go to sleep eventually.
retract the wings so she's not wasting all that space and warmth.
Sinbar's not even sure
Just
where to
over
lay
80.
it in all this because it's only a 10 by 10 square tent, and he's not like, it's like curls up against like one corner, like into like a little ball, trying to give you guys your space.
And the night passes.
And the night passes and the tent fades after about 6 hours. But you guys still get your full night's sleep. You're right next to the city. The guards are patrolling and everything. So go ahead, everybody, take your long rest, because
Woohoo!
although most of you don't need it, Sinbar burned some of his spells, and so he's happy for it. Night passes. In the morning, early,
Dustin, I have sent you a message.
I will look at it right now.
Thank you.
And we're not in on the secret.
No.
Of course not.
Whispers.
No fun.
So before we do that, give me just a moment as we hold for our sponsors.
Hold for sponers while I make
Hold for
first.
sponers.
Hold your sponer.
Hold your sponer. I'm gonna make a stealth check. I'm gonna make a stealthy sponer check.
Stealthy spell.
Ooh, not great. No, I don't have anything. 11.
Okay. Actually, I'd say
This
you'd
is
be
going
rolling
against
with
all our
advantage.
passive.
Be your passives. Oh, would it be
But
advantage?
Advantage because yes.
Everyone's asleep. Okay.
You
Yes.
poop, I would have known. Damn it! Roll less.
24.
Nope.
Fuck.
I'm assuming
I
this would
wouldn't,
be
I
against
wouldn't
our
have seen before, and I definitely don't see now.
Okay.
against our
And
perception.
then the
right?
other one.
Sleight of hand. Still at
Yes,
advantage
still
or
advantage. Yep.
okay. I'm
Sleight
gonna
of hand.
I'm gonna roll for each one, and Chorus and Alma's is gonna be at disadvantage for reasons.
Well, would it be disadvantage or a straight roll?
I guess it'd be straight roll. So
Okay.
What?
Don't worry about it.
don't worry about it.
What the fuck do you
I
mean?
love
Don't
that.
worry
For
about it.
reasons.
So
We're worried
Nemez.
about it.
I fucking.
You all
Nemeas
wake up
is
with
a-
herpes.
No,
no! Nemez is a
Glass and
16.
crabs.
Nemez is a 16 sleight of hand.
This
Edie's
is against our
Are
perception.
you cutting my
I assume.
hair?
passive perception.
Backling you.
This is a 23 sleight of hand against
Yep.
Edie.
Yep.
And then Alma, sleight of hand, straight roll. Oh, just a 17.
Well, that still goes over my perception, my passive.
Okay. And then Chorus, 19. Those were straight rolls on y'all's.
Okay. So then I will say you were very successful in your mission. And then the night passes. Everybody wakes up, long rested, all spell slots back, all health regenerated. Any exhaustion, I don't think anything happened like that.
Yay.
It's pretty early because the soldiers are getting ready to get a start. They wanted to leave at first light. Why don't you go ahead and tell me what happens in the morning? Void, did you want to do anything further with that right now, or
I could definitely,
Cut my hair, I swear.
I could definitely do that for
man, your head feels lighter?
Chorus and Alma. Void is probably up really early, by the way, and is doing their prayers, which maybe y'all have seen, maybe y'all haven't, because usually they're a little bit evasive with it. But Alma, when you wake up, you notice that there's an extra ring on one of your fingers. It is a ring very similar to the one that Void wears. It is an Ijki signet ring. And Chorus, when you wake up, there is a bracelet on your wrist. There are several lines etched to it, all meandering here and there across what you can see is like, it's not well smithed. It's like a bunch of arrowheads have been like kind of pounded and pressed together.
Aw.
All of these different lines are like wiggling back and forth. One of them is silver, and there is a gold line running around the entire bracelet, and the silver line occasionally crosses the gold line. That's everything that's noticeable for now.
Void, I think this is yours. I don't know how I got it.
That was Alma's. Alma has the ring.
Oh, I thought you said Nemea.
No.
I can understand how Alma and Nemea confuse.
That's also why I had
I haven't noticed, right?
Nemea and Edie don't have anything on their person. That's why I had to roll at disadvantage for
My
them,
bad.
because I was literally putting like a
But
ring
the
onto
first time
Alma and a
Edie goes
bracelet
to
onto.
make, she'll notice.
I imagine Void took the opportunity of,
plug
why are you
of
hitting
HP.
yourself?
Why
Why are you hitting yourself?
yourself?
Okay.
Stuck your hand in some water.
The butt plug of Ishki is going to be a thing.
Oh Jesus!
No.
No.
They're the god of mystery and secrets, not of
What a better place to put it.
pranks and... How-
Is there like fine print where it's like Ishki is also the god of surprises? Surprise!
I mean, secrets and mystery, kind of. Two sides, same coin. But yeah, Edie and Nemea would not see anything obviously different yet.
Haley's scared.
Why is walking a little more uncomfortable?
Oh
No,
God!
yeah.
Stop
Stop
it!
it!
This is supposed to be a nice, wholesome thing, and you're ruining it with your grossness.
We don't do wholesome.
That's true.
All right.
Yes,
We do wholesome.
Only wholesome.
We do wholesome.
Only wholesome.
All of us.
You're banned.
What a
Bonk, bonk, bonk,
bonk.
bonk.
What did I do?
You're the only one that didn't get a bonk. I only
Guilty
did
by
4 times.
I
association.
thought it was me. Yeah, no, I might as well get a bonk too for that.
Bonk.
You
There we
thought
go.
it.
No, I did. I did.
Give me a thorough bonking.
Hashtag bonk. There was plenty of bonk. Boink.
No, not a boinking. That's
Bonk.
different.
That's where the stead milk comes in.
Stop it! We're lactose intolerant.
All right, so early in the morning, you guys set out. Do you guys want to say goodbye to Micah or anything like that?
We already said goodbye when we left yesterday.
Okay.
We said we'd be in touch, so.
Micah's been up since like 4, because old people.
Yeah. I think I would leave a
He's already starting prepping for dinner.
I would run into town if it's possible and leave like a note with either Micah or Micah's wife. Her name escapes me at the moment. Shame on me. Muriel, thank you. Of just like, hey, here's some things that'd be nice if you looked into during your wizarding off hours. Because I figure he might not remember the conversation we had when we left the tower. that might have left his brain, so give him a little bit of a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Here's some stuff that'd be nice if you could figure out until we see you next time.
Okay.
Obviously the anti-aging stuff, but then also like research on fiends, portals, memory magic.
What magic?
What?
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 I heard it.
What did he say?
Don't worry about it. You didn't hear it.
Don't worry about it.
I'll fight you. I'm flying to Melbourne. Taylor would tell me.
Once you get there, Taylor can tell you. She's messaging you, dirty piece of...
she is.
All right, metagaming. All right, so that done, you guys set out on the road. You ride a long day. And while you're riding, a certain young gentleman rides up to the group again. Hello, everybody. Have you seen Edie around? Is she with you? Or is she riding up ahead?
Hi.
Oh, hello, miss. He looks
It's-
closer. Edie?
Yeah.
Are you in a costume?
I
You're wearing-
magically aged a bunch.
Are you okay? Like he pulls up right to your side and he puts like, are you okay?
Yeah. I'm okay. I'm a little old, but we're gonna fix it.
Well,
We'll see.
you're lovely.
Oh,
You have,
thank
like, These laugh lines, I can tell you still are happy. Do you need anything?
No, I just just want to figure this out, I guess, and stay healthy.
Healthy is important. Do you need
Mm.
prunes?
No,
My gram likes prunes. I know
my
that.
bowel movements are very consistent.
Oh.
Thank you.
Is that why they like prunes? I just thought that was just a thing that they liked. Oh,
Nope.
God, that's not what I was. Sorry about that. I was not intending to talk about your bowels. I was just trying to offer you a
I got
tasty
no shame
treat.
anymore, I guess.
Apparently, that's a thing that goes away.
We had shame to begin, like we had that filter to begin with.
Edie did. Cool. Well,
Well, can I
I'll see you later.
can I do anything? Do you want me to
No.
leave? I'm happy to ride with you.
You can ride with us. I got no issues.
Okay. I just because if you wanted me, but I'm happy to stay. I'd love to stay.
Then stay.
I will.
Okay.
Right here. And I'll ride next to you.
Okay.
You have a nice silver coat now. It's kind of like it's very majestic.
Thank you. Edie kind of like shifts her skirt to cover her legs.
He kind of, as he rides, just like lowers his hand and kind of just lets it like hang next to yours to see if you might like try to hold his hand.
Edie doesn't hold his hand.
Okay. After a moment, he like just nonchalantly withdraws. If there's anything I can do at any point, please don't
Thank
hesitate to ask.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I do. She like gives him a finger gun and like.
Well, what are the plans for how we're going to help her recover? Does anybody have any ideas?
Is this Sinbar or Perry talking?
Perry,
The platypus?
Mhm.
he's not got his fedora on right now.
Oh, okay. No plans unless you have them. This is.
I can't speak to animals, so don't know what he's saying.
Oh,
She's
shit.
Perry.
You really need to give Perry the ability to cast control so that we can do there's a platypus controlling me.
I was watching that earlier. No, we don't have any plans yet because we don't have any ideas yet. We're hoping a celestial could help.
That's possible. I've heard they're very powerful.
The Celestial is also not too far from my village, so
Oh, well, how fortunate, I suppose, then.
it's on the way, at least.
Yeah.
Do you have any ideas or solutions, Perry?
No, not yet, but I will help in any way I can. If you need somebody to stand there and take some abuse, that's me. Or do you need to
What?
send me? No, I meant like
Why?
like a shield. Like if there was anything dangerous, I would do anything to protect her. I saved her from barrels. I've saved her from other things. I can save her from.
What
Danger?
other things?
Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying about it.
I'm worrying. Yes, we are also people who would very much risk ourselves for eating. Never mind. I'm sure it's fine.
I think we're all on the
I'm
same
not.
page. I just don't have
It's
any
fine.
ideas, but I'm happy to
it's fine.
offer my assistance. Is what I was trying to say. I'd like to help.
We appreciate it.
Well, we won't abuse that offer.
Or you, probably.
Well, there's only one way to get stronger, and that's through overcoming adversity.
Or lifting weights.
Oh. You're right. Lifting weights, too. So there's only two ways to get stronger. Lifting weights and overcoming adversity.
Cardio.
Cardio doesn't really get you strong, does it? Like,
Better endurance.
Insurance.
Magic. Yeah.
Hard labor.
I suppose there are items that could contribute to getting stronger. Bangles and things of giant strength potions. God, okay. So there's like three ways to get
There's a
stronger.
lot of
There's
ways.
magic, there's lifting weights, and there's overcoming adversity.
Self-acceptance.
Yeah, it depends on what you mean by strength. Is it only
Oh,
physical or is it
true.
internal? That opens a whole lot. You can go to therapy.
Okay, so there's three ways to become like physically stronger, and then there's other ways to become mentally stronger.
They also
we
say what
need
doesn't
to-
kill you makes you stronger, so we can try
so-
to kill you a bunch.
We should abuse you. That's very smart, Chorus. Good job.
Now, I feel like that would fall under overcoming adversity or overcoming obstacles. Maybe just it's in this like a subsection of said topic.
I'm starting to look
Anyway, I
forward
think
to
you
finding
nailed
out.
it.
I'm starting to regret that offer.
This is starting
Now-
to turn into a very interesting
Look, I
conversation.
feel like whatever you do, there's a 50-50 chance you get stronger, is really what it comes down to.
He's learning.
That math checks out.
How far do we have to travel?
I was kind of
Ooh.
leaning towards that question, so I'm glad you picked up on it. Thank you.
It's like 4 days.
I
to
had-
get
June,
to-
yes, it's like 4 days.
Oh.
So
3 days later.
3 days later.
Later. Just
Apparently, we're fast traveling because we've been there before.
Apparently.
just
Would you like
as
to
a
fast travel?
Yes.
well, I was hoping that at some point during the multiple days, with the travel, I could try and like gently bump my horse. I assume we're still on the horses
I hope so.
into voids.
Oh,
Wait,
careful.
bump a horse?
Look at my horse. My horse is anyway.
Just don't take a bump off a horse.
Then I bumped again. Then I
Only
bumped
because it would be
again. I
hairy.
said,
Depends on where you do it.
"Oh,
Fucking A.
said, how do I get back there to the place where I fell asleep inside
Haley's
you?"
out. Haley's done with our shit.
Goodbye.
You
So
seem to,
Void and Alma have a conversation.
Yes.
you seem to have done a little bit of work of your own during these travels.
I did find a few hidey holes in the ship.
I was more referring to this, and I'll show the signet ring.
Yes, the hidey holes are where I made that.
Care to explain?
Well, you wanted to offer up that ring of yours the last time we went to a sounding chamber in Cezanne. And I thought it might be handy if you were at all wondering, wanting to sort of poke your head in on Keeper of Secrets. This could help. Or at the very least, it'll give you something to offer the next time you're there, if you feel like making a physical offering.
Starting to turn into Edie with all of her trinkets.
Trinkets are fun.
Hmm.
I rolled a 5 off of a natural 1 for deception, so
Ooh.
Alma knows that there is... none of that was a lie. It's just
Mhm.
Void is not saying every reason.
And you intend to keep some secrets of your own, it seems.
Well, always. Naturally. It's me.
Hi.
I'm the problem.
It's me. I suppose I'll find out the other answers later. Another deception check.
No, I was inciting to see if I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Void and home.
This one doesn't really... I was going to give that and other things in case I had to go home, so that you'd have something to remember me by.
Do you want to go home, Void?
I'd like to visit. Not right now, necessarily, but knowing the family is okay, I won't have to stay there when I go home.
I guess maybe a better question would be, will it be hard for you to leave again once you do?
I don't know. I look forward to finding out, but I don't think so. Depends on the circumstances that I find there.
There's also Edie's promise that you have to uphold, too.
What was that?
The 40 years of adventures.
Ah, yes. She didn't say that I was there the whole time, though. We don't know. Maybe I fuck off. Maybe I go and do my own thing for a little while.
You're really
I said together.
depending on her forgetfulness, huh?
No.
How crude of you. So
I'm-
older Edie.
I'm banking on my past behaviors, but I think that those are becoming less and less relevant.
Well, we can't go making Edie sad, I don't think.
That's illegal.
I think all of the gods would be very upset if we did. But thank you for
You're welcome.
this. And whatever other mysteries and secrets you have to hide.
You were quick to solve that one. I'll have to be more tricksy the next time.
Or you're going easy on me.
Eh. The last time I made a mystery for someone in this group, it was not fun. So I'm taking baby steps here.
Well, I think it's working.
Good.
Let's also hope I don't have to use any more diamonds during this adventure, yeah?
I would hope so too, but I did also I was there. We've stocked up. I feel comforted. We are prepared as much as we can be.
I hope so. I can't wait to go home.
Can I incite that?
Yeah, you can incite. What are you inciting for?
The
If
way
you really want to go home.
the way you said it, I was like, dude, can you wait? Like, you just it sounded sort of this like bittersweet, like can't wait to go, but also definitely don't want to actually see kind of thing. So I wasn't sure if that was me hearing that or not. I got a 27 on insight.
There's definitely that. She is very scared of what will be left since it's been so long. But she is also upset with herself if she... What's the word? If she falls victim to the fear, she'll be more upset with herself not going back because she made a promise.
Void, like, really quick reaches over and just taps the ring. It can also be a reminder that finding out a mystery can be scary. You don't know what you're going to find all the time. It's often better knowing than not knowing.
I guess I just don't want to find out again.
Whatever's happened, we're going to be there with you. And God's help anyone that's fucked you over.
Well, they'll have to get through me if they try to get to any of you.
And vice versa. There might not be any left that you need to worry about.
Well, you're not going to be that rude and not save someone for me.
Oh, that's fair. Leave one of the smaller ones.
Smaller. I'm offended.
I just don't want you to have to work when you're in your own home.
Well, believe it or not, the others of the village are also pretty quick to defend themselves. It'll be a little hard to get all of them to step away to let us have a little fun.
I don't know much about this area, but I figured we're heading into the colds. We're heading further and further away from hospitable reaches. I figured the people would probably be pretty rough and tumble.
Some of them are. But for a lot, it's also a safe haven. Not everyone who goes there is... It wasn't their first choice. But they make do with what they can do. And honestly, that's all any of us could have asked for. And then she'll just keep walking. Keep walking, Braden.
I did try to get coconuts and I couldn't find any.
I know. I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, as the two of you separate, we'll go ahead and take our break.
I was worried something else was in the works.
Another earthquake! No.
Oh, God!
Moon's haunted. We'll be back in 5 minutes. See you then.
Bye-bye.
I'm scared.
I'm
What-
glad that we
What she's
waited a
scared
minute.
about, we might never know.
Mm-mm.
Oh, we know.
A lot
I'm
of things, to be
finished.
honest.
I haven't finished snacking yet, so y'all can do with that.
Yeah, everybody got like candy, and I was like, I should be good. So I grabbed a protein bar that looks like candy. It tastes like candy, so suck it.
I made a cup of tea.
Later on, we're gonna make some snacks for the toilet.
Yeah, we're having to snack on the
No.
toilet, so that's what we're doing for you guys so we can get back
And we're
quickly.
closing this
Yes.
bag.
That's
and
just every
putting it
time you
in the
use
cup.
the toilet, you're a snack for the toilet.
The smack that smiles back.
Plop
Smack.
plop.
I hate it.
I more meant that Haley was the snack on the toilet.
Why are you the way
What?
that you are?
What? What?
Did no one else hear Conlon's Foley
No, I heard it.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I heard it. Chose to ignore it.
I was just the only one who reacted. Oh, okay.
Yeah, grow up, Matt. Damn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Were you too busy talking about us feeding our relative peaches to the toilet mouth?
You know I was.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
And no, I was just everyone. So in case you're just joining us, the heroes had some bonding time in the tent, in the hut, I should say. Edie went for a walk and then forgot why she was out walking. There was some discussion with Quorus and Void about the Z with the cracked skin and the Z with the sunshine eyes and all that stuff. There was some bonding that got ruined by Sinbar, so you know, good for that. And then some discussion of what the plan might be to try to help Edie young again, to get to unage, to re-youth. I don't know. We'll have to come up with some good terms for that. And then Void and Alma had some discussion about going home and whether or not we're actually excited or not. And that's where we're picking back up. We kind of are time jumping around a little bit on the road as they make this travel. While they're riding, Sinbar would ride up next to Nemea. Hi.
Hi.
I was wondering, since we have a few days on the road and we've, we're traveling here, when would be a good time to like go flying? You mentioned that you might be willing to take me flying sometime. I don't know if daytime is
yeah.
better than nighttime, so I thought I would.
No, yes. I did say that. I was actually thinking about that.
Really?
I was gonna come. Yes.
Wow, thank you.
I take my promises seriously.
No, I'm just used to people not. So thank you.
That's okay. Dismount. We'll do it now.
You want me to? Oh, get off the horse. Yes. Whoa.
Horse just keeps moving.
Right. It's like, is that
Yeah.
what people say?
And Nemea keeps riding too. Like, just leaving
No,
there.
until the fact that his horse isn't stopping, I'll like pull my horse semi in front of it and then pull mine back.
Finbar
to
knows how to
stop.
ride a horse. He's royalty. So he pulls his horse up and gets off. Okay. Did I stretch first?
No, you won't be doing anything.
Oh. And he just stands like this.
You're a little bit bigger than Edie, and there's not too much room to swoop, so spread your legs.
I'm sorry, what?
You heard me. Don't make this weird.
Yes, ma'am. And he kind of opens up like he's riding a horse. Is this what you mean?
A little bit closer, shoulder width.
Oh, okay. Now, you could have just said feet shoulder width apart. That would have been a little more
What?
straightforward. Sorry. No, I'm just not trying to make this weird. Just trying to. Yeah, I apologize. You're doing a favor for me. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Okay. Just arms out a little bit. And then I'm going to sort of like scoop up under the arms and then like cross over to his shoulders. So like I'm pressing him against my chest.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hook my feet or 1 foot around his and then take off. And as I leave the land, hook his other leg.
So are you grapevining him, kind of like?
Uh,
You are considerably
yeah.
bigger than he is. Yeah.
How tall is he?
He's about, I mean, he's like 5'10", but he's only like 160, 170 pounds probably.
I don't know what that is in kilos, but cool. Yeah, no, he's fine. I can carry him.
80 kilos, give or take.
Easy. Yeah, Nemea's over 6 feet, so
Yeah, you're bigger than he is and much thicker.
So yeah, take off.
And
It
he-
takes like a
Ah!
couple of like really like it's not Nemea's preferred way to start flying. She generally runs to gain a little bit of speed and momentum before she starts flapping to take off. So a standing takeoff is difficult, and it's even more so with someone else.
Then do an athletics check.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Athletics plus 21. Yeah, 21.
Still relatively effortless. You've done this enough. And Sinbar doesn't know the difference. This seems very, he's like, oh, okay. And not doing the running takeoff allows him to adjust to it a little easier. It's more of the
And then-
the lift than the whoo.
I thought it would be a bit more smooth than me just like swooping and tackling him. So yeah, I'll get up above the treetops and sort of stay just above the treetops so he can sort of get used to it. And then now that the way I'm holding him, he's like pressed against my body, sort of locked most of the joints. Keep your core tight, don't sag.
My mom says. And he like curls up. He's like, oh, I could feel the burn. Should not have skipped sit-ups in gym.
Never skip core or leg day. Never.
It's good words to live by. Okay. As you're flying, he's like, Nemea, you asked me before if I'd ever seen other tieflings like you. I haven't.
It flies a bit higher for more
Ah!
privacy.
How long have you been looking?
My entire life.
And you've never come across any?
A couple of texts here and there, but no one's been able to get close enough to see them.
Have you traveled to other continents?
No,
So
haven't had the means.
I mean, I'm not from this continent. I'm a traveler here, and I've traveled somewhat extensively on my home continent. Now, I have not been to Demarish yet, and I have not been, beyond that to the more southern hemisphere over on the other side. So I'm from the continent of Laoface. Damarish is below us, and I've not been there, but I've not seen one. Maybe isn't Void from Damarish? Has he seen any?
Not that they've told me. And Corey was also from LaFace, what? Where?
Laoface? Yes.
LaFace.
Oh, really?
I remember it was from there. He wasn't familiar with any either.
Well, what if? I mean, there's unique people all the time. There's people like sometime somewhere there was the first of every one of us. Maybe you're just the first. Would that be so awful? I mean, you're still a tiefling, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I still have like the resistance to fire and everything.
Yeah,
You have that, don't you?
Yes, of course.
Okay, okay.
It comes in very handy when I forget to get pot holders when I'm taking the things that we bake out of the kitchen.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. And then like when you go camping as a
but-
child and you trip and fall into the fire pit.
No, can't say I've done that. But
No.
Anyway, tighten your core.
Oh God! Sorry.
Is this why you wanted to go flying? Just to talk to me?
No, I wanted to fly, but I thought while we were up here, we could talk away from others. They don't understand what it's like to be, well, so vastly different, maybe? I don't know. You just seem like you have this feeling of disconnect from others, and I thought that maybe as a fellow horned tiefling, that maybe you'd feel okay to share, since we have some similar backgrounds. At least
I mean,
bloodlines.
you have a royal bloodline.
Well-
I do not. And if I am the first of my kind, doesn't mutations and evolution take hundreds and thousands, even millions of years? I'm just a genetic freak.
Well, maybe you're a gift. And I don't have, I mean, yes, I'm royalty, but my father is the first of the line. He, right place, right time. He was an adventurer. And he came into a situation where he saved a town and they were without a ruler, and they kind of said, hey, lead us. And so he's done so. It's not like it's a long line of rulers that I come from. It's just me. And I think maybe that's part of why my father is so disappointed in me, is because I'm so vastly not him.
And there is nothing wrong with that. I am
I'm learning
learning very quickly it is okay to be different.
Well, good.
And I love my wings.
They are astounding. They're so big. How long are these? And he like stretches out his arms again and like tries to see how, if he can even get close to like, which he cannot. The scope.
Her
of your wings.
wingspan is like 20 feet.
That is like you can block out the sun yourself. You are an incredible. This is the wrong word, so please don't take this the wrong way. But specimen, you are unique and incredible in every way. Why are you so uncertain of yourself? If I was you, gods, there's nothing that could stop me. I would welcome in raiders. I would have all the confidence in the world. You're strong, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're fast. You fly? How are
All
you?
true.
How are you so unsure of yourself?
You have not seen another side of me.
I've seen several sides of you. Sorry, you danced and I saw it.
Don't make me drop you.
Please, gods, don't drop me. This is really high. And he looks down. Tighten that core. But I think we are a long way up. I don't know distance very well.
We're a couple hundred feet up now.
Please don't drop me.
Enough that I can still see like the horses and stuff.
Right.
But like it's a
Horses look like
dangerous height to fall
ants.
from. Yeah, it's a dangerous height to fall from.
What is this, an army for ants?
Yeah. Simba, did you not see me change on the beach when we were fighting those fish things?
Well, I saw your, like, you used the tail for that one, correct?
Yeah.
I saw, like, your tail seemed to get a little longer and a little more, like, whip crack. But I didn't, like, I just thought you were like really angry, and you know, hell hath no fury like a woman. Isn't that how the saying
that's true.
goes?
Hell hath no wrath like a woman scorned.
Oh, there's more to
I
it.
like
Yeah.
I like
fury like a
Simba's
woman.
version better.
Just
like
just
Simba's.
leave it there. So yeah, Path of the Beast, I declare a weapon and technically I gain that natural weapon, but we've agreed like aesthetically I get all of them, but I can only use one type thing. So maybe he was too far away and just didn't see the claws and the muzzle grow.
He did stay away as much as possible.
Yeah.
And shot lightning.
He was also
Yeah.
paralyzed for some of that fight,
And it was-
dealing.
And it was pissing down rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, my tail grows. I also get a muzzle and I get claws. I
He looks around his
Transform
own
into-
nails, which are like very nicely manicured and like well maintained. You get claws, like her.
yeah.
And then he looks at your hands. As like they're like holding on to him, and he sees them right now. And they look. What do your nails look like normally?
They're so very similar to what they are now. Like they are
Okay.
nicely manicured. She
Yeah.
does take pride in that sort of stuff. So she's got like long almond-shaped nails. They do end in a little bit of a tip, so they're nails, and then they become claws when she goes into her rage, and then they become like full-on talons when.
He reaches and like tries to touch your nails. Like, do you mind if I? And he starts like trying to feel how pointy and sharp they might be, like in their nail phase, and then like comparing it to his. Huh. That is incredible. As I said, you are, again, pardon the phrase, specimen. You are an incredible specimen in every way. You are designed to survive.
Tighten your core.
Sorry. This has been a long time up here. I'm not used to.
It's been a
Sorry.
couple of minutes.
All right, but it's been a long time since I've done like core work. I mean, look, I'm just trying to say, don't be afraid of your gift. If there's more to you than others see, that just means there's more of you to love, right?
I can't control my gift. I know I'm strong and pretty and smart, and I can be sexy and intimidating and everything everyone wants. I know that. But I can't control it. That's why I'm scared.
Maybe we can help you. Have they tried? I mean, I'm sure they've tried. Is there anything that does help you when you're out of control? Core, tightening my core.
Thank you. Not a lot. Void's used mind magic. They've taken over my mind and stilled me. Otherwise, knock me out. It's a fight or flight thing. If there's danger, I will go absolutely nuts and attack anything and everyone around me. I have seen clerics, I've seen wizards. My parents even took me to a hag. They all had nothing or kicked me out.
I will do some research, see if there's anything I can find. I will reach out to my contacts, if you wish, to see if there's any information out there, anything like what you're describing. If anybody can find anything, it might be your best chance to let me help you. If you don't
Sure.
mind sharing all of it.
Nope. But why would you help me like that?
You've helped me to learn how to be around people without being a complete and utter ass. Some, I think. I'm trying. And you haven't dropped me yet. That's a big
Yet.
reason. I don't like the way you added that part, but I don't know. You guys feel like the first people that haven't been impressed with who I am or trying to do things because of who I am and trying to earn favor. I feel like I've had to earn this. And that's an unusual thing for me, but I kind of like it because that's what I want, is to be my own person and not be the king's son. I want to be person, you know, who they like me for me, not because I'm, you know, the king's son or royalty or because I have a lot of money.
Then maybe don't go throwing that around. If you don't want to be used by people for your lineage and money, then don't announce it. Sure, you can flaunt your money, that's fine, but you don't have to flaunt everything else.
So, yes, but also no, because sometimes it is my camouflage. I fit into places because of who I am, and I can use that to gather information. But I want to learn. I've accumulated information a lot, and so, but I've never had real friends. At least not. And he stops talking for a minute. Not for a long time.
Well, you have friends now. And also, you're not really flying right now. We're just coasting above.
Falling with style?
I was unmuting to say it.
Do you want to know what flying really feels like?
Yes.
Tucks the wings in and goes into a steep dive.
He's going to make a con save.
A core save.
A poo save.
Yeah, please don't piss himself.
Roll for shitting your pants.
It's vomit.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, that's fine. It's going to go down him, not me.
He wore his brown pants, but not his green shirt.
That is a 7.
Oh, God.
So as you start dropping, his stomach comes up, and with it, porridge or whatever.
Poor Sidbar.
I don't care. I've had a guy pee on me for flying with him, so whatever. Just as we hit the
Apologies.
tree line,
Next time,
I don't let him talk. Open up the wings and go back into a climb, and then I start doing like backflips and twirls and roly-polies until he asks me to put him down.
one more con save.
Just curious, are we able to see all this from down where we are on
18
the ground?
that time. He maintains consciousness.
I feel like we definitely saw Nemea stop her horse and take off when. Yeah, so I feel like we would.
I mean, they're very obviously flying in the sky. Anybody who's
Right.
Void's looking up is like, oh, dodge that, dodge that, dodge that.
Should we bring the horses along so then that way they can just meet up with us and we didn't have to stop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're trained like
The horses would follow anyway. They're
Horses, they
army
would've-
horses.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
You
we
don't
did that
mind.
with your horse.
I think for today, perhaps I've had enough. Would you mind returning my feet to the ground
Just
so
his
I
feet.
can finish emptying the contents of my stomach in privacy? This was a little embarrassing. I did not mean to do so. Had you warned me that we were going to do that, I might have not done that to you, and I apologize. I can buy you a new outfit if you like.
It's down your shirt, not mine.
It would have gone up and you would have flown through it. You
Damn
were
it!
flying
Yeah.
downward.
That ain't how physics works, man. Wind, that stuff went everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mm.
everybody has their share of it. I'll buy you a new outfit when we reach the town.
Sounds good.
Thank
And
you.
just for shits and gigs, I'm gonna like, loosen my grip. Just for the fear factor, he is in no danger of falling,
This poor man.
just for fun. And then I will.
He's aware that he has feather fall, though. He's not.
Yeah.
It's not the fear of falling so much as just the sudden rapid change in the stuff that caused his stomach to have issues.
Yeah.
and then I will swoop down back below the tree line and unhook my feet so that he can sort of like take a couple of steps and get his own momentum and balance, and then I'll release him, and then I will land separately.
And he takes
Otherwise,
those couple
we're gonna
steps,
tumble.
looks at you, like leans against a tree for a minute and smiles. Thank you. And then just starts like behind a bush.
I will make you a tea to help with the nausea, and you are going to want to have some protein with your next couple of meals.
And he just
That's quite the ab workout. You will be sore.
the throwing up on top of it also continues to work the abs.
Yep.
All right. What were the rest of you doing during all this?
Avoiding our little
Falling.
Yeah.
I will say
The sudden surprise shower.
I'll to Edie and Chorus, while you were away, we found this. I'm not saying anyone wants to use it, but just as a heads up. And Void is going to like, oh, I don't want to touch it. I have to touch it with my hand. And like pulls out this straw blonde hair piece, essentially, from the bag of holding. This is something called a hat of Drumpf. It makes you more charismatic, less good at dancing, and a little stupider. But you're good at lying to other stupid people. So, it is also, I should note, cursed. If you put it on, you'll have to get uncursed to take it off. And we fought a fishman wearing it, and the image of this hair flopping around in the wind atop a bald, fishy head. I can't unsee that.
I think you should probably keep it in the bag of holding then.
Maybe burn it.
That too.
Yeah,
Maybe we could put it on someone we don't like.
that's what I was thinking, yeah. It does make them more charismatic, but yeah. And just meta speak, +4 to your charisma stat. This would be a +2 modifier change. -4 to performance checks involving dancing. -2 to your intelligence, so it'd be a -1 to that modifier. And then +4 to deception checks made against someone with 10 int or lower. So something to keep in mind.
Can we toggle it off so no one else can see it?
We could sell it.
Invisible.
I'm gonna put it back in the bag until anyone tells me otherwise. We have it. If we ever need it, it's right there.
Okay.
Fine. You guys make your way, getting closer, probably one night out. You set up camp again for the night. Well, it's been a long road. We're going to be in the town tomorrow, I believe. Nemea, don't forget, I owe you a new outfit.
Mhm.
I really don't know much about all of you, though. Like, where you come from, where you know, what your motivation is for being on the road. We've talked some, but maybe we could enjoy some time together tonight and just, I guess, see what happens, you know, just tell some stories.
Find out
Sinbar-
where we're
Sin-
going.
Our name's not
Hi,
Cotton
Joe.
Eye Joe. Sinbar, are you hitting on me? I need to ask this now because it's been confusing several times.
Why, do you want me to hit on you?
Oh, baby, don't tempt me.
Do it. Please do it.
Because there is something about the way the moonlight dances off your eyes. And he, like, runs a finger, like, through your hair.
Void shrinks the hair away from where his finger was going.
Playing hard to get, I see. Well played. No, I was not hitting on you.
Good. You'll have to have better lines to make it pass.
My lines are exquisite, thank you.
Really? What's your best pickup line?
Can't put a guy on the spot like that. Wow.
Oh, yes, I can.
I need some alcohol in me first before we start that game.
If you're going to have,
I
if
can
you need,
fix that.
if you need
Okay.
alcohol in you, you'll never get me in you.
Oh my.
Bonk.
Spit take.
You can't balk me for in character. Come on.
Yes, we can.
Flip it.
I will say, actually, did Nemea make him that tea?
Yes, it is ginger and honey.
When she went to her herbalism bag,
Ooh.
because now you don't have to roll randomly to figure out if you find the thing. You interacted with the correct item in your inventory.
Yes!
Nemea will remember this.
Nemea will remember this. Sort of like crawling up out of the herbalism pack and like wrapped around one of its like
Is a poisonous viper.
it's a
Make a
poisonous
dex
viper.
save.
Wata! Like it's, I imagine maybe it's like crossbody style where it's got like a strap that goes around or something. Is there any sort of like strap that it goes to?
The herbalism kit or the bag?
Yeah, the herbalism kit, or I guess the bag that the herbalism kit would be in. Whatever is the satchel that is from her dad.
That is her herbalism kit, and it's sort of just like a rolled up, like leather pouch that unfurls. And it's got like heaps of different pockets, and it's the herbalism kit itself is not a bag.
Gotcha.
It's a leather roll with tools and pockets and
So I amend
stuff
that.
like that.
When she rolls it out to go looking for tea, there is an orchid made of metal with like kintsugi style like cracks of silver laid through it, but the stem of the orchid is thorned.
You broke her.
This is where did this come from?
What is it?
I'll hold it up.
It's beautiful.
It
Sharp.
is. Only the stem.
That's what he touched.
Yeah.
But just curious, would I have like an inclination given the fact I magically had a Ishki ring?
Looks extraordinarily similar in make.
I'm not gonna say anything just to let Boyd have this.
Void isn't responding.
I've heard that every rose has its thorns, but this is an orchid. Different.
This
It's
Rosar Mor Eldare, I think.
Bless you.
Say that again?
Thistle Rosar Mor Eldare.
Oh, that.
Oh. Every rose has its thorns.
It doesn't look like a rose though, so I don't know.
No.
Just popped into my head. Can't remember where I
Sidbar
heard it.
starts furiously scribbling that in a notebook.
It was in Infernal.
He is
Tiefling.
tiefling. Tiefling.
Just like every dark has its dawn. No, this is good.
Pronunciation was a little off, but well done, and thank you.
For what?
Just thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
Simba, keep
Yes.
drinking that tea,
Yes.
and I want that line. But also, you can polymorph.
Yes.
So if you want to go flying, you can just do that.
Sure.
That
But
way
it's-
you have control over your dives and twists and twirls
Yes.
and
And your vomits.
control of your own stomach. Yeah.
Yes, but then I wouldn't have flown with you.
Oh no, see, that's a line that works. I'd fall for that.
That's actually not a bad one. You can still fly with me as
You just wouldn't
Or
understand me
polymorph
if I'm a
thing.
giant eagle. It's harder to talk in that form. It just comes up, and it feels attacking sometimes when somebody tries to talk to you that way.
don't have to talk.
I suppose we don't. We could race.
I don't think Simba knows how to not talk.
No. No dang.
Sorry.
So,
Nope, I'm good.
what kind of questions were you curious about then, Simbar? Since you seem to be so intrigued with all of us.
Well, first, I've heard that there was alcohol. Once I mentioned it, Edie said that she could take care of that. What did you have?
After your day, Simbar, it's probably not
Nope.
the best idea. Okay.
It's
This is a night of decisions that are poor.
You're about to find out why.
POUR, poor decisions.
Mm-hmm. Nailed it.
Today's episode.
Yes.
Write it down.
Found it.
Yep.
Mark the time.
So write that down for this week's title. Poor decisions. Love it.
I got it.
We did it.
But if we manage to pull out the drink today, you can call it poor decisions.
Haley,
Hey,
That
was have it.
you
that's
sweet
where we've
innocent
been for like
child.
3 minutes.
No.
That was already it. You did it. I will also
Thanks.
say congratulations.
Love it.
You've triggered the inventory game. You go to pull out the bottle and like wrapped around it there's like a little string that at the end of it is this little fidget puzzle. It's like a
Yep.
bunch of interconnected metal locking rings.
So, do I need to figure this out to be able to get the bottle open?
No, it's just looped around the neck of the bottle.
Cool. Perfect. Lovely. Amazing. What? Does it come off or is it on it?
It comes off. There's like a loop of string that was on the bottle so that it was easily findable, and then it's just the thing.
Cool.
Well, I'm very excited. Let's drink and we can talk around this here campfire.
Pour out some drinks.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Who's drinking? Finbar's drinking. He doesn't know any better.
Almost drinking. I shouldn't, but fine.
Excellent. Void, Chorus, Edie.
Yeah.
I'll pass.
Boy,
Sure,
come
why
on, come on, Void. Join us. You're the only one.
Mm-hmm.
And it
you
will
re-
stay that way, Simbar.
You don't
Like
need to
we need a
protect me, Alma.
We don't need a designated carriage driver. We're not going anywhere tonight.
Mm-mm.
Let your hair down.
I mean, I did one time that I drank.
I'll keep an eye on you tonight, okay?
Please. Tie me down if you have to.
I didn't know how you got away from
Don't look at
I
me
thought
like
that
that,
was
you
part of the
two.
problem.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong. Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for this,
Uh-uh.
by the way. Void takes the little pouch.
Oh, you're welcome. During that whole conversation, Nemea had been grinding up some dried fruits and has given Void powdered blackberry
Aw.
to like mix in their drink and stuff just to make things a little more exciting. Does anyone else
Like a
want
Kool-Aid
powdered
packet.
Yeah.
Love it.
Anyone else want some fruit to add to the water?
I'm gonna do shots.
I'll save the water for in the morning to help the hangover.
I have plenty of root.
Good. All right. Who's drinking first? Sinbar will gladly if nobody else wants to.
Simba goes first.
Yep.
Let's roll it. At
Do
Do we roll our own D100?
Now I'll let Edie, the pourer.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna roll all of them.
Do
You're
it, yes.
pouring. Could also be poor
So
Edie.
Sinbar's drink is 63.
So close. Oh no.
Oh no.
I think
it
we've had
comes
it.
out. I think so too. It comes out yellow. You have had this before. It is goat's piss.
Yes.
You must roll a Constitution save to not get sick from the drink. If you fail, you're nauseous the rest of the night, and several people laugh at you. And you have disadvantage on any charisma checks against them. If you pass, you gain the admiration of everyone, gaining advantage on all charisma checks at the bar or the fire the rest of the night, as well as a free drink of your choice or a free round of ale or beer for the bar. Luckily, it's a low save.
You got this.
Okay, so I'm going to hold on to this for just a moment while you finish pouring drinks, so we can go through it.
So,
Who's next?
Pour chorus a drink.
Okay.
91.
Pours out as a bubbly, clear liquid.
Ooh.
This drink is called Lizard Spit, gathered from the 3 dire mangrove monitors behind Thal's Tavern. The drink smells of rotting flesh and metal. Thal will give anyone who can keep this drink down 2 gold pieces to place a warm on his tavern to write their name on it. It smells of rotting goblin flesh that feeds his beasts, that Thal feeds his beasts. Drinking it requires a con save, or you risk vomiting and taking 2d6 necrotic damage. So go ahead and roll that con save, Chorus, and don't tell me what you got just yet. Actually, do message me what you got.
Summarize prod. It's only 1% chance of happening, but if I had a nickel for every time we got goat's piss, I'd have 2 nickels.
2 nickels.
Which is a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Okay, so I got a 90 for Alma's drink.
Fuck.
A 90 is 90.
This is some high numbers.
90.
Not that I think it
know.
matters.
It comes out cherry red with purple swirls and glowing green fruit.
Oh.
This is called Tamaranian Tanqueray and Zorka Berry Tonic. An extremely rare drink obtained by a group of spell-jamming adventurers. Fruity taste. I need a con save from you as well. And message me and tell me what you got. Sweet. So, Conlon, I will... let me see, what did you get? You got that one. You are fine. You survive.
So how do I get my 2 gold and my name on a wall somewhere?
It pops out of the bottle.
His name just magically appears on
The tree.
is it
behind
the
It's
icky
Yeah, the icky wall. I was
the
thinking
icky
that
wall, just
there's a tavern in Sigil, and it just magically inscribes your name on the wall there.
Yeah.
So, Mel,
And then
as you take your drink, you notice that you start, like, floating a little bit, and you feel stronger. For the next 3 hours, you have the ability to levitate, and you have a +2 to your strength.
Yeah, it's shit anyway. Can hold things up like a normal person.
Nice.
That's so
And
good.
Sinbar does succeed on his check, and so he gains all of your admiration, as well as advantage on
No, he doesn't.
charisma checks.
No,
You
he
are
does.
mildly impressed that he held it down.
Hey, you know what?
may I
That.
get-
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
No, go. Sorry.
I was just gonna
Boy,
say.
you really should drink something.
Well, at least you're caught up with. We've all had the goat's piss, and now you're part of the club. Part of the goat's pee
Yay.
club. Good job.
Have we all had it?
Because we all. Well, I guess Alma hasn't, but everyone else has because it was at the icky wall. We drank goat's piss.
Did we buy those? We bought those shots.
Yeah.
This bottle only comes out one shot at a
You
time.
we asked for like give us the hardest stuff you have, and it's like you drank goat's pee.
That's right.
Congratulations.
That's right. Okay.
What's Nemea roll?
82.
It's light green.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Yes, it sure does.
Far out.
We gotta remove them from the list.
Void
once
Void
we-
actually when they see
No.
the light green, Void actually puts their hand over the glass really quickly.
What is it? I don't remember it.
You wouldn't. Alicia might.
Oh no
And
no
Void
no!
is just looking at Nemea like,
Let's pour that one out.
this is your we don't have to pour it out. You might want to.
No.
No.
Mm,
What does this one
that's-
do?
You should try it, Sinbar.
Yeah,
Okay.
You have it.
All
And
right.
he will.
And I
See
pour
if
a
I
new
can
one.
figure out
for
how to
Ryan.
copy this.
Thank you.
I have 2 drinks written down in my notes to remember. What was that number?
82.
82.
Please roll a D100 again.
38.
I don't like that look.
Um, I'm not even sure how this will fit in. I will message it to the group so we all know it. This will happen later.
Incredible.
Oh,
Is this for Simba?
Sinbar just took the light green.
This is the
Yeah.
carousing. So once this drink comes, you have to roll D100 on the carousing table.
Isn't the name of
And
it
he
is
has
like
an
wake
adva-
up and
he
go
has
naked or
adva-
something?
He
Yeah,
has
it sure is.
advantage on charisma checks for the rest of the night as well, so
Mhm.
like he's gonna cause some trouble. Nemea got a 15 for the next
Hop,
drink
skip,
I
and
rolled.
go naked is what
Hop,
this one's
skip,
called.
and go naked. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, because
I'm putting
mine I
this-
had rolled and I had to go to like a hotel or something. Yeah, but that didn't make sense where we were.
No, so you just ended up in the room.
Yeah. So mine is a
15?
15.
So I'm putting this in campaign notes so we can discuss it for next week. and save
oh,
that for
I'm
next week.
so worried. That
Okay.
bastard.
So what did Nemea roll?
15.
All right. This one comes out as deep, like brown to black with a white frothy head. This is called Milligan's Deep Stout, a brew hailing from one of the most revered dwarven breweries. Milligan's is their signature brew. Even uncommon in dwarven communities, it is rare to find in human establishments. A complex, deep, hearty flavor lingering of coffee and burnt grain with a bold body and a hint of plum. You have an advantage on saving throws versus fear for the next hour,
Neat.
Nice.
which
This
could
is a
come in
good one.
handy.
What?
Yeah.
You never know.
Mm.
Edie pours herself one and got a 40.
Void, you gotta drink something.
Why must I drink something?
We're all drinking.
You are. I'm drinking too. This blackberry is
we're-
delicious. I'm
But
just
you're
drinking
just
water.
Drinking water.
You said I have
Come
to
on,
drink.
Void. What did
Boy, we had
what did
so
Edie
much
roll?
fun.
A 40.
Milky white.
Steed milk.
It's dead milk.
It's
Dead
dead-
milk.
Dead
Oh,
milk.
it's not.
This
St-
is-
no.
No, it's Eye of the Beholder, an alcoholic drink made by nomadic groups. Goliaths come to mind, in which a hard-boiled egg is added to fermented goat's milk.
I think we've had this
No
one
special
wrong.
effects,
Yeah. it's
Edie
just-
had that one.
Yeah.
and she has it again.
We have definitely done this a lot because now that we're rolling doubles, that's wild. What
We
did
haven't
Cora
done it
say?
That much. There's so much that we
There's
haven't
still
done.
so many we haven't had.
Yeah. What did
We
Cora
should
should
do
say?
is really
after
weird
we
that we're
break them
duplicating.
so then they don't get repeated.
Chorus just said, Void, remember, Vix, sorry, whoever. Last
Wow.
time we did this,
Wow.
we had
Wow.
such a good time. Well, it was,
Yeah.
no, wait, was it Void? It was Vix the last time when we drank and it was all
Where the two of you were the
sad.
only ones.
Yeah.
yeah.
One's intelligence dropped to 1 and the other
Oh,
was...
that was Vix. That was in Lock Your
Yeah.
Friend.
I'm just saying, mine was kind of boring, and I'm probably gonna have another one. We'd love it if you drink with us as well.
Void's face shifts into Vix's. Yes, the last time we drank was pretty good fun. Could have been more. And they shift back into Void. Last time we drank, it wasn't as fun.
Well, we just need to
Be
make more
somebody
memories.
else.
Replace those memories from the last time.
Mm.
Be that one with the tattoos.
Edie, pour me another one, and then Void, you can decide. Also, you don't have to be anyone else. Be who you want to be.
Yeah. We want you to be who you want to be. 36.
Is Simba getting
chorus?
Is Simba getting intoxicated?
A little bit.
A little bit.
36. Phases between a deep orange and bright yellow, clear but with a silver dust visible when the liquid is disturbed. This is called Travera's tincture.
Ooh.
A drink made by a dwarven wife who was dying of a terminal illness but wished to take care of her husband even in death. Aww. Upon drinking any vessel filled with this liquid, the drinker will awake warm, dry, clean, and hunger-free for from the following day at noon, with no recollection of any events because there were none of the previous evening. The drink chooses the nearest bed and makes the owner of the bed friendly until the following evening.
So does Course
Amazing.
just go to bed? Do I have to, or does it just mean that nothing bad can happen to Chorus?
I will say, like with the drink that Sinbar had, it will take a little while to hit, and like tomorrow morning is going to be a bitch to get you. Like you're going to be asleep and being dragged along.
Until noon.
We're gonna
And
flop
then
him
I'll
over
wake
the
up
back of
feeling
a horse.
amazing.
Yeah.
I'll just fly him.
Sinbar will take another drink too.
While Simbar's taking that drink, Void will say in Draconic, well,
No, I'm not doing that again.
well, so long as I can stay awake and my friends protect
17.
me.
1-7.
Of course. Look out. for you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Replying in Draconic.
This one is very similar to a drink that Matt sent me a video of. A greenish drink that wobbles when moved.
Hell,
It's called jelly drink. It's as it sounds
Jello
like.
shot.
The drink is comprised of a green minty liquid that filled with gelatinous cubes that can either be chewed or swallowed whole. The drink itself
is
is a
just a
little
gelatinous
sour,
cube.
but with the sweetness of the cubes in contrast, it makes it rather unique and flavorsome. So it allows sour foods to taste sweet and sweet foods to taste sour. It lasts 30 minutes.
cool.
Switching back to common. Then I'll have a drink. Sinbar, I don't know if you can handle Nanashi at a bottle.
Oh, I want to say that.
61.
61.
You
I
do?
feel so bad if this immediately just knocks Void out.
Void asks Nemea, you do, and is like reaching at their little vest toggles to like untoggle
Void.
some. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
A tempered warm brown served with a severed snake's head. So like as you pour it, like it's
Just a
this brown
snake's
liquid,
head
and then a
plops
snake's head
into the thing.
pops
Oh,
on top.
God.
This is called snake venom. It isn't actually what it says it is, but when you look at the glasses the bartender hands it over to you, you can't help but wonder if you're being pranked. In the bottom of the warm brown liquid sits an inanimate head of a dead snake. The drink itself tastes bitter with an earthy tang, a potent drink in more ways than one. So Void, you
It
gain
actually tastes sweet
a
Oh no.
because of the other drink.
+4. Oh no, sorry, you gain a 1d10 is what it's to resist poison for the next 12 hours.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
It also makes any male consumers of the drink feel intimately invigorated. They become aroused over the course of the night and instilled with sexual stamina. Consume to impress your lover with your newfound prowess.
Well,
Yes.
the funny part is, fuck you on the male bit.
I know.
And the second part is, I'm already like that.
As everybody has their drinks and starts drinking, we're going to end our session here today. But we're gonna begin the campfire.
Yes.
because who knows where this is going to lead.
Gosh.
But we want to allow time for it. Chorus may not be with us next week.
Oh, perfect that he got that shot. He just goes to bed. Fuck off.
That was
So we have-
unintentional,
That was a group fade to black.
Yeah.
Wow.
where nothing happens. But he
Not
finds a
the
friend
one
again.
we expected.
So we
There's
do
still
just throw it in
time.
the back of a crate and like, wow,
We-
shit.
If Chorus takes some of Void's drink, you know, who knows what happens.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We're going to do a raid, so stick around for that. We will be here next week once again. We're going to have a slightly later start time next week, probably. I have to run to an appointment with my mother. I should be back right around start time, but we might be like 10 to 15 minutes late starting. So just be aware of that, people. If you're here hanging out a little early or on time, we might just be a few minutes late as we make sure everything sounds good before we hop on. But we might still surprise everybody and be on time. We'll see what happens. But be
may
here at
even
regular
have-
time.
You may even have extra time for extra fancy bathroom snacks.
Don't have bathroom
Mhm.
snacks right at the beginning. That's a rookie move.
I was gonna say we could just do Q&As with the chat.
Yeah, it's true. We could do something like that. We'll figure it out.
We will.
We're going to do a raid, so stick around for that. Make sure that you are kind to each other. It is now November 1st. We are getting into the season of thanks. The season of thanks and the season of getting chilly over here in America.
Mowage.
Getting hot over there in Australia. So
Oh, Lord.
enjoy that.
Wedge.
As we sit here with heaters on because it's bloody cold.
And also,
But-
Extra Life this Friday. Tune in,
Extra
Life.
donate,
Yes.
all that
Yes.
stuff.
So make sure you spread the word about Extra Life, our 24-hour fundraising stream, and be good to each other. And until next week, are you ready for more tales?
Always.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Pew, 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 pew.